morning. Find your yoga mat, stand up. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Place your hands over the body, belly, heart for a moment. Take a gaze low or even close the eyes. Feel the breath press in and out against your hands. This first moment to be present for this healthy, nourishing habit that we're stepping into with Triple B. Gratitude and thanks for the ableness to be here, to practice, to start the day with movement. Then release the hands. Inhale, take a big breath, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees as you let it go. Do this a couple of times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees and release. Inhale, lift up. And this time, exhale, fold from the waist into a stretch through the back of the legs here. Relax the head a little bit. Give it a bit of a shake. Little bend in the back of the knees. Feel more release in the top of the body and torso. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider apart. Lean towards one side and then towards the second side and go back and forth like this. Fingertips can stay just barely grazing the ground as you move from side to side. Try to keep the chest lifted. You can be more upright here. Bring both hands to the right thigh and stay. Lift the chest, look a little bit forward. And then bring both hands to the second side and stay. Again, a lift in the chest, look a little bit forward. Good. 2 straight legs, one more big breath up towards the sky. And release the arms. Take a stand at the back end of your yoga mat. Come to the back of the mat. Lift both arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands out to downward facing dog. Place the right hand towards the left ankle. Twist under the body. Set the hand back down. Left hand to the right ankle, set it back down. Come forward to plank pose. 4 slow mountain climbers. Go right and left knee and right knee and left knee. Step your feet up to your squat. Lower the hands, step back, down dog. Walk your hands backwards to the feet. We rise up and do it all a couple more times. Exhale, fold. Walk it out to dog pose. A little stretch, a little twist here. Under the body, go right side and left side. A little pause in plank. And then add in your mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, and 1. A step or jump to your squat. And back. Walk it in. Stand up, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Do it again. Downward dog. Reach through. Reach through. Plank pose. Keep the hips as square as possible as you add in the mountain climbers. A step or jump to the squat. Step or jump back. To dog. Walk it in. One more time through today. Stand up. Exhale, fold over. Downward facing dog. Reach under the body. Find your steady plank first, firm in the glutes, and then add the knees 4 times. Step or jump to your squat. And back. Down dog. Walk it in. Slow roll up to standing this time. Roll the shoulders up and back a couple of times. Roll the shoulders forward and down. Forward and down. Again, back to the breath, intention, awareness for this practice. Heart rate already a little bit lifted. Slight glisten of sweat perhaps coming out. Okay. First exercise, we'll grab our light dumbbells. I'm using 5-pound dumbbells today. Have thought that these might be a little bit heavy. We'll give it a go and see what happens. A short triangle pose. Place the dumbbells at your hips here. Turn the right toes out. I'm not going to try to mirror today, so turn the right toes out. Keep the left toes straight ahead. We'll extend the right arm down first. Come to the bottom end of your triangle pose. Dumbbell about mid-shin. Tone and turn through the abdomen. Look up towards the sky and extend left arm straight up. You want to keep your eyes on that top dumbbell the entire time. And we go for 8 here. Lower a little bit down and up. Think obliques, nice and strong here. Gaining strength for 6 and 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back upright. Both hands come back cautiously to the hips. Take a wider stance, warrior 2 in the legs. And here, elbow to knee, and it's a half curl. You stay right there, so engaged, strong in the bicep. Again, look up towards the sky. Take the left dumbbell towards the shoulder. I want you to be really good about your shoulder, the heaviness that you're holding here. And instead of going straight up, we're going to go over towards the line of the ear for 1 and pull it in. Extend and pull in. Extend and pull in. If dropping the weight, going to a lighter set if you have them is best for this exercise. Be good to yourself. Tone in the abdomen here. 3 more extensions for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring both weights back to the waistline. Push through your feet and come upright. Change to the second side. So we start with that narrow stance. Heel to the middle of the back foot. Left arm, full extension down. About mid-shin. Tone and turn through the abdomen. Take the time to set the pose. Right arm straight up to the sky in this windmill or short triangle position. And then there needs to be a range a little bit down and a little bit up. Like ankle to knee at the greatest in range. We're here for 6 and lift. For 5, lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use inner thighs to squeeze in. pull you all the way back upright. Take a wider stance and bend the left knee. Again, left arm is now going to be in a half bicep curl. Set the elbow down to the knee here. Right dumbbell to the shoulder. And then extend overhead towards the line of the ear and head. Pull back for 1 and extend. For 2 and extend. Whole time thinking strong lift in the pelvic floor, tone in the abdomen, and extend. 4 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. To the shoulder, to the hip, both dumbbells to the waist, come upright, heel toe your feet all the way into the center. Turn towards the short side of your yoga mat. Dumbbells just go straight down by each side, enough room that you can step backwards behind you here. Keep the right foot forward, step your left foot back. With a neutral grip, so like hammer curl, you're going to half raise as you come down into your lunge. And then from there, launching right off into the right leg for warrior 3 with tricep extension. So we're coming down into the lunge and up into warrior 3. Join with me if you haven't already. We're here 6 more times. Down and lift. 5 and lift. 4 and lift. And if we're wobbly, it happens, no big deal. Do your best, stay with the form. 2 and 1 more here. Stand 2 feet together, take a full breath, and then right into the other side. Half curl, step up, warrior 3, tricep extension. And that half hammer curl, dumbbells are up and down here. In the extension, we're trying to lift about as high as the upper arm bones with the wrist. I'm off count, I think we've got 4 and down, 3 and down, 2, 1 more. 2 feet together, stand tall, take a breath in, and empty it out. Next set is all balance. Set the weights down, not necessary. That was a set of 4 poses. We'll do another set of 4 poses. This time all 4 are going to move into each other. It starts with tree pose. Place the right foot onto the left leg. Sole the foot, good old tree pose. Nothing too fancy here. Arms up to the sky. Within all of the different ranges of motion and movement today, focus is abdomen. So I wanted to do this strong, steady balance series in the middle. Remind us all the ways we are used to working with strengthening the core in the yoga practice. Now, right knee towards the front. Take the hands to hold on behind the foot, under the foot, and stretch the leg as straight as it'll go in bowing sage. From bowing sage, pull the heel back in, kick straight back behind you, arms behind you as well for warrior 3. Stand upright, place the right foot to the ground, power pose or Utkatasana, chair pose, as our final of the 4 pose series there. And then you go right into the second side. Lift the left foot up, place it in tree pose, arms to the sky. We're going to work through these 4 poses a little bit quicker on the second round. Here though, go slow. Take the hands, hold on behind, under the left foot. Extend forward as much as works. What do you have to do to find your middle ground? Squeeze in. Change to warrior 3. Kick the foot back. Torso forward. Reach the hands behind you. Then come upright, stand on 2 feet, Utkatasana. Okay, without the use of the hands at all here, take the right foot into tree pose. Keep the arms overhead and kick the foot straight out in front of you. Keep the arms as they are. Go to warrior 3. 2 feet to the ground, arms as they are, Utkatasana. Second side, left foot into tree pose. Kick the legs straight out in front of you like you're bowing sage, but no hands. Warrior 3, kick it back. Hinge from the hip. And into power pose. Arms are going to get tired. It's part of the point. Do it one more time. Right foot into tree pose. Think knee high as you kick the heel out in front. Pull it in, warrior 3. Two feet to the ground, Utkatasana. Last time through, left foot into tree pose. Knee around to the center and high, kick the foot out. Warrior 3, kick it back. 2 feet to the ground, Utkatasana. Stand all the way up, release your arms. Take in the breath, big release, exhale out. I'm getting all sweaty, glasses not needed. Come down to your mat in plank pose. This is a plank series, the third of our 3 big sets of work here. So good old plank pose, hands right underneath our shoulders, spread wide through all 10 fingers, look a little bit forward. What's happening in the legs? Squeeze the glutes, lengthen your tailbone, tone the belly. You're simply holding plank pose right here, and then we're adding in, like you're marching, right foot up, left foot up, march. March, march, march. Do it a little faster. Right, left, right, left. Keep the hips, the pelvis square. Balance the whole time. Nice long line from the shoulders towards the heels. Keep marching it out for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we've got this, 1. Set the knees down to the mat and change to your forearms. Interlace the hands, keep the forearms down, elbows only as wide as the shoulders. Walk it back out to your toes, And this time, instead of marching by lifting the heels up, we're tapping knees down. Right knee down and lift. Left knee and lift. Right, lift, left, and lift. Quicker now for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees down. Take child's pose. Take a couple of breaths, a drink of water. Come back up to your full plank. Into downward facing dog to take side plank. Balance on your right hand, the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your feet. Extend the left arm overhead like side angle pose. And we will pull elbow and knee in towards each other. Here we are, elbow and knee try to touch and extend. For 7 and out. For 6, extend. Little side crunch there each time. Think ribs to hips. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full plank pose to dog pose. Second side, left hand, outer edge of the left foot. Stack the feet, extend the right arm long overhead. Of course, this can be modified on the bottom knee. Same work applies. Let's go for it for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Whole first set of work done. All 3 blocks. Walk your hands back to your feet. Little ragdoll pose. And then come on back up to standing. Grab a sip of water. Take another couple of breaths. We are repeating all 3 of those blocks from the top all the way through. A little bit quicker as we go this time around. Stand in your short triangle pose. Right toes turned out, left toes straight ahead. Left arm to the sky. Always look at the top hand so we know where that weight is. Let's find our bottom edge. And here we are for 8 and 7. Remember the movement here, no higher than knee, no lower than ankle. For 3 and 2 and 1. Carefully stand all the way up, hands to the waist. Work it out into a longer warrior 2 stance. Elbow to the knee. Half curl. Top arm. Ready? Extensions here for 1 and 2, 3. Pull back to the shoulder each time for 5, 6, 7, and 8. Safely both weights back to the waistline. Come up, heel toe the feet in, more narrow for the second side here. We're starting standing with the right arm up, look up. Find your low point. And then from here, we go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, looking good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Safely bring weights to the waistline. Take your wider stance. Half bicep curl, left side. Top right dumbbell to the shoulder, and we extend out and pull in. Tone in the abdomen. Think lift in the pelvic floor. You've got 6 more. 6. Pull back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the waist, upright, heel toe the feet in. Neutral grip with the step back into your lunge and flying into warrior 3. Keep right foot forward to start with. Half curl, neutral grip, bend the knees. Here's your bottom stance. All right, fly up into the right leg, tricep extension for 1. As carefully as we can, we set it down. It's soft and all of the movement in terms of weightiness coming in and out of the mat. Find the pace that works for you. It doesn't have to be right with me. We're looking for 8 on each side. I'm at 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 feet together, find your steady balance before you switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot back. Both knees bend, half curl, real 90-90 stance there. Tone in the abdomen. And we're into it for 8. The back foot could stay toes down to the mat to help with stabilization. We are going for the challenge of core strength today. So if it works, leg is up. Standing knee can stay bent as you come into warrior 3. Stay with as much range of motion as possible, even when it needs to slow down and get a little off rhythm. 2 more here. I'm right there with you. And 2 feet to the ground. Good news, we can set the weights down. Balance series. Arms overhead the whole time. We go 3 times through on each foot. Arms stay just like this. Number 11. We've got it. We can do the hard things. Right foot to the left leg in tree pose. Kick it straight out in front of you. Kick it back behind you as you hinge at the waist. Pull the left hip back. 2 feet to the ground, Utkatasana. Second side, left foot goes to tree pose. Knee in and up to kick the foot out to the front. Kick back behind you. Butt back, chest forward. Chair sit. 1 time through, we got 2 more. Right foot. Kick it to the front. Kick it back. Utkatasana, power pose. Left foot in tree pose. As much up and down through the torso here as we can, especially as the arms, upper body start to tire a little bit. Recommit. Kick the foot forward, kick the foot back. Chair pose. That's 2. We've got 1 more round in us. Right leg to tree pose. Kick it forward. Kick it back. Utkatasana. Last time around, left foot into tree pose. Kick forward, kick back. Utkatasana. Stand, shake it out. Little cruel to go from those arms right into plank pose. Give yourself a moment. When you're ready, last big block of work, guys. We're almost there. Plank pose. Straight arms. Shoulders right over the wrists. Make sure to spread all 10 fingers wide. Grip underneath the fingertips. And we are in it. Let's get it done. Squeeze in the glutes. Lengthen the torso. Tailbone towards the heels here. Look a little bit forward. And we add our marches. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to the knees. Change to your forearms. Back up to the toes. The marches are knees down this time. Right knee down and up. Start it out slow. Left and up. Right and up. And then double time. Here we are. Right, left, right, left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. From downward facing dog. Find right hand, outer edge of the right foot, or you're going right knee down to the ground. Extend the left arm overhead. I'm gonna go knee down on the second time around for me. Let's go for it. We pull it in for 8 and extend. 7, extend. 6, crunch ribs to hips each time. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. One last side. Our best effort. Here we are. Set it up and let's get it done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've got it. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. How good does that feel? Right here. Study the pose. Take in, lengthen the breath. Nice work. Come down to all fours. Get in some cat and cow. And then right foot forward into a low lunge. Keep the back knee down onto the ground. Sit down and forward into the hips. Take the arms out and open. Sort of congratulatory opening for the work here. And then kick the hips back for your hamstring stretch. Come around through all fours and step the left foot forward. As you build hands up to the front knee, again, hips down and forward. This time, take and cross at the wrist, upper back, like cat position, round and pull back. Upper back stretch here. Should feel good. When we work core, we are working the whole body. Everything got in the mix today. Okay, hamstrings, pull the left leg straight. As you come around to all fours, go back to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, lie flat down onto the belly. Take the hands out to a T shape. Leave the right arm as is. Pull the left hand close in and then roll towards your right side to open across the chest. The head can stay down on the mat. I've stepped the right foot behind the left side here. I said that backwards. I've stepped the left foot behind the right side. Come across your center. Again, hands back out to the T shape. This time, take the right hand close into the chest, shoulder. Roll towards the left side. And the right foot steps back behind the left side. Okay, come back into your center. Take the feet, your legs as wide as your yoga mat, and push up. I call this a lazy cobra, so that we do make our arms straight and keep your glutes more relaxed. Shoulders can shrug up to your ears. And you might feel this in your low back. If it is a stinging, unhappy sensation, you'll want to come out of it. Use the same strengthening posture that we typically do in Cobra. My physical therapist always teaches this way, with a little bit of a pulse down and up if you like some movement. Okay, and then we'll push it all the way back to child's pose. Let yourself just hang heavy and be heavy here. Of course, the cool down as important as the bulk of the work in Triple B. And then find a final pose. Today I'm going to sit back on my heels and thunderbolt. If you feel good lying back now or a different seated position, but find a moment of stillness. A yoga asana practice is moving meditation for me. The necessary thinking and stronger resistance work in Triple B. A full sweat and release, and I often feel the most empty, easeful, right here at the end of that class. Take it in. And then just bow chin to your chest. Hands in a gesture of gratitude, full thanks. Thank you for coming to your mat, for moving your body, for practicing together. All right, my friends. I don't know if it's just the weather